Every time inflation makes headlines, people are told to stay calm. Prices will eventually come back down. But months pass, inflation slows, and yet everything still feels expensive. Groceries cost more. Rent stays high. Eating out feels like a luxury. So where did the price cuts go? The uncomfortable truth is that prices almost never go back down. Inflation slowing doesn't mean prices fall. It only means they stop rising as fast. Once prices increase, they tend to lock into place. Businesses adjust, consumers adapt, and the new level becomes the norm. One reason is wages. When prices rise, workers demand higher pay. Once wages go up, companies can't easily cut prices without cutting salaries, and that rarely happens. Lower prices would mean layoffs, losses, or closures. So instead, higher prices become permanent. Another factor is corporate behavior. During inflationary periods, companies raise prices to protect margins. When costs later stabilize, prices often stay high. Consumers have already adapted, and lowering prices rarely increases profits. What was once a temporary increase quietly becomes permanent. Supply chains also change. Inflation forces businesses to redesign logistics, pay higher shipping costs, and invest in resilience. These changes improve stability, but they also raise long-term costs. Even when shortages disappear, the system itself is now more expensive to operate. Then there's psychology. People remember pain more than relief. Once consumers accept higher prices, expectations reset. Businesses price based on what people are willing to pay, not what things used to cost. Normal shifts upward, quietly and permanently. Central banks aim to control inflation, not reverse it. Their goal is to slow price increases, not force prices down. Falling prices, deflation, can trigger recessions, debt crises, and mass unemployment. So policymakers prefer steady, slow inflation over price drops. The result is a one-way street. Prices rise quickly during shocks but rarely retreat afterward. Each inflation cycle pushes the cost of living higher, step by step. Over time, purchasing power erodes, and life feels harder. Not because you're failing, but because the economic baseline keeps moving. Understanding this changes expectations. Waiting for prices to return to normal is usually a mistake. The real challenge isn't hoping for lower prices. It's adapting to an economy where higher prices are permanent. Because in the modern system, inflation may cool, but prices almost never look back.